Okay, guys, we're back. I messed with it a little bit. I still don't understand exactly what they were trying to say. I messed with it a little bit. I don't really do it this way. So, really, what I do is I'll define it one time as to what it is. So if I'm going to do a new stroke or whatever, then I do it twice. Do the Control G, highlight it so it brings up the prompt. You know, like right here for the Burge. Do Control G. Anyway, you highlight it, it brings up Burge. I don't know why it's bringing up a little bit more right there, but it should bring up the Burge, which is what they're trying to say is to do a bench conference, okay? And then you just kind of come in here to the special entries, select special entries. Do the auto include, brings it up there. So if you already have it, you know, already in there that it's a bench conference, select it, open it, brings it already in there. So all you have to do is just select it, okay? You don't have to go in there and type it all in. You can if you want to. It'll bring up the prompt right here, this little auto include, which is this little sideways caret, and then, you know, press enter, and then it puts it in there. So I hadn't created the bench. I really don't have a bench conference, so that's why it didn't go in there. But you know, if you want to go through there, go into Alt D, block files, open it, brings up your bench, open it, and then that tells it right there. Whereupon a discussion was held out of the hearing of the jury. So that's what your auto include is right there. So if you want to tamper with it a little bit, usually what I'll tell you about like auto include files, block files, is that they usually need to be about one sentence. You know, it doesn't need to be 3 sentences, 4 sentences. You know, people then start thinking that you're trying to pad the record or whatever. So you know, you want to keep it short, to the point of what you're trying to accomplish with you know, what you want the reader to know about what happened in the hearing. So okay, here what they're telling you is that you can do a dictionary entry, and you can create a dictionary entry anytime, not just during globally, okay? So for dictionary access, what you do is you press F9, brings you to your, and you select your personal dictionary. While in the dictionary, you go and press Control G, or if you're in HyperKeys, you just press G to add a global entry in there. And what it's telling you right here is you can pretty much do it from anywhere. You can do Control D and it'll bring up your dictionary to add an entry in there. Then it brings up a keyboard like this, you know. So it brings up your steno keyboard right there. And then you just enter the steno that you want. So you don't have to add the actual steno of PH for B or HR for L. You just do L, whatever. If you're going to do bench, you just do BEN, BERJ. If you're going to do the Burge, or whatever. And that's what they're telling you right there. What it reads is Burge, okay? For steno outlines that begin with the letters from the right side of the keyboard, press the hyphen first, okay? So if everything is on your final, all of your final sounds, which is your right hand, then it has to begin with the hyphen here, okay, and then push J. So hyphen J or whatever puts it on the other side. For multi-stroke entries, press the space bar to advance. So if you're going to do Burge, you do BERJ, space bar, BERJ again, and then that gives you your 2 strokes. Because if you do the BERJ and press enter to get you on the next line, it's going to tell, it's telling the software that you're already done. So by pressing enter means that you're done. That's the stroke that I want, and it's not. You want 2 strokes for that, okay? Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay. And then you enter the definition for the strokes in the auto include file for bench. Okay? You got it?
Mostly.
Mostly? Okay. So when you go in and press the Control D, and we can kind of do it, Control D, and that'll take you right there, okay? So then you do the BERJ, space bar, BERJ,
Oh, okay.
okay? And then that's how you do it. Let's see. Okay, that inserts a stroke. You don't want to do that. Okay, so you do the BERJ, BERJ. I'm going to run through that again. Do it with me right here. Okay, Control D. All right,
Yeah.
got you. Has you there. Then it's BERJ, space bar, BERJ. Okay. Look at it. That's exactly what you want. Everything's good to go. All right. Press OK. Then it's going to bring you here to the definition, bars, whatever. Remember what we said about the special entries? So you're going to come here to special entries. Press A again, brings you to the auto include. That's what you want, auto include. Press enter, brings it there, because it knows as an auto include that it's going to be one of your block files. Okay? So then you come up here, you've already defined it, you've already made the entry as your bench. Okay? Press OK. Tells you right here, you want it in your main dictionary, absolutely. Press enter, now it's in your dictionary.
We don't have bench.
Huh?
We didn't have bench, so.
Okay. And that's what they were trying to explain up here, is how to create the file. And we'll go through it and try to do it again. So what I need to do real quick is go through here, go in here, and I'm going to delete that block file, and then we'll create it again. So come up here, highlight it, delete it, yes. Okay. So we're going to follow the directions that they tell us. Okay, right here what they're saying is if you want to create a parenthetical file for a bench conference, so we're going to create one right now, okay? So let's say you've pressed F8, okay? So go in somewhere, maybe right here, I guess, right in here, right at the end of the period. You're going to press F8, which brings up the different styles of lines that you can have. You can have a fixed line, you can have a question answer, speaker line, question subparagraph, parenthetical, a centered line, you know, any of that stuff. And to me, you know, like on these, it tells you to pick a parenthetical. I almost like it centered. Okay, I almost want it centered when it goes in there. So you can kind of do what you want. You can kind of do whatever, you know, it's telling you to do. I like mine centered. I don't like it off to one side or whatever. So, you know, you do the centered. And then you're going to create it. Okay, so what it's telling you is go in there. And just type it in. Type in exactly what they have right here. So whereupon okay, so you've created what you wanted to read. You know what? That might be why they created a parenthetical, because if you notice right here, it doesn't have the extra line in there, so it took out the line. That may be why. What'd you do?
On like 3 different lines.
Huh?
Mine did something funny too. You don't have that one.
It went to 3 different lines.
And mine isn't centered and it's,
Go up to where the W is. Yeah. Right outside on the period. Okay, do F8. P. Enter. Okay, now type it in.
That's not what I got.
yeah, mine is on this.
And it may not look like that until we create the block file, and that may be why it's doing it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So put your cursor, and I think that's what it's telling us to do. F8. Okay. Okay, put your cursor right there where it's outside of the little, is it bracket?
Parentheses.
Huh?
No.
Parentheses. Yeah,
Yeah.
parentheses. Okay? So you should be in hyperkeys. Okay? And then it says Alt W, M. M because you want to mark it. Go to the end. And then do Alt W.
Okay.
So mark what you wrote.
Wait a minute. Okay, you said Alt M.
Alt W. No, you do M. Just M in hyperkeys. M marks it. And just keep marking it. Just keep going. Or you can arrow down and it'll come down. You know,
To
and then
the
you
end.
and then you arrow over to wherever you need to be.
Okay.
Okay.
And then we do Alt W. after
Okay,
that?
I'm going to do that again. So if you come here,
Yeah.
you're here.
Uh-huh.
You do M, arrow down, arrow over till you get to the end.
Okay.
Okay? And then it's saying do Alt W, which brings up an open file. Okay, so it tells you all of your files that you have. Well, you want it as a block file. Select block, enter. Well, you don't have that one. Okay? So you want to type it in. So B-E-N-C-H. You want to do it as a bench. Okay? Are y'all there?
Yes.
It's saying that the file does not exist. Okay? Well, we know that because you're creating a new file. Okay? So you press enter again, and it's telling you again, this file does not exist. Are you sure? Absolutely. So you press it again, and it brings you back to this. Okay? So now it should be in there now. So you go to Alt D. Go to blocks, enter, and there it is. Okay?
I'm gonna press open, see what happens.
Well, it's telling you it's going to auto include it in there now. So what you need to do to make sure that it's in there is you need to get out of whatever job you're in. Go into Alt E. So come to the beginning of your home page.
So I got a lesson player.
Yeah, just get out of it and come to the home page. Do Alt E, highlight blocks, open, highlight bench, open, there it is. Did it come out?
Yep.
Y'all have it?
Yep.
That's how you do it. Huh?
I think you accidentally X'd out the whole software contact and license.
What are you thinking?
Just keep going.
What are you thinking? Huh? What do you have?
So I open a new file.
Go Alt E. Go to blocks.
Go to the home page where there's nothing. No. No block.
Close it. Close it. Okay. Go Alt E. That's your Alt E. And type in B. L. O. You don't have any block files?
I did a minute ago.
Get out. Get out of everything.
It
Get out of
works
that.
when you're
Get
in
out
a
of
lesson
everything.
plan. Just close the
Yeah.
oops.
Now get back in. We can see reset it, so. You don't have your block files in there.
No, it's when you go into the lesson player, it can view it. The red lesson player, and then.
So in there it does?
So if I go,
Oh.
here.
Okay. We'll mess with it. We'll mess with it a little bit afterwards because we're going to switch those block files in there. Okay, guys. So that's how you do it. Okay. Okay, I think what we're going to do is we're going to do another one, okay? We're going to do a completely different one that has nothing to do with anything, okay? So go F8. Got it? P. Enter.
Hold on.
You know what, dude? I'm gonna try something different. We're gonna try something a little bit different on this one and see if it works. Okay? Just get on a line somewhere. Like I said, if we mess this stuff up, don't worry about it. We can go back in and reload the thing again. So don't worry about messing anything up. You're not gonna mess anything up. Okay?
Permanently.
You got it, Slick. All right. So say you're right. Let's see. Let's go up a little bit. Okay. We'll go down.
It's not working.
What's that? What's not? What's not? Yeah. This close. Go into the lesson plan. The auto input. Do Control Shift F7. That makes it bigger. Control Shift F7. Yeah. Okay. So scroll down a little bit. Scroll down to about right here where it says following. Okay? Got it? Got it, guys?
Yep.
Y'all right there? Okay, we're going to follow the instructions again. Okay? We're going to try something a little bit different and see how it works. Okay? So do F8. P. No, I'm sorry. C. We're going to do a centered line.
F8 is not bringing up anything.
F8 doesn't bring up anything? Seriously?
Okay. See if at the top of it goes to F and E.
I'm sorry? Do the function. Do your function. F8. See, yours is like mine. You're going to have to talk to Master and ask him how to turn that off.
Okay.
There's a way to turn it off. Okay? So if for some reason your F8s, if your Fs aren't working, your computer is probably like mine, and you have to turn that off. Because if not, you have a function button, which is down on the left-hand side, and it has FN. That's your function button. So it's not going to allow you to do any of the F functions without pressing that function button first, if that makes sense. Okay? So let's get out of this again, and I'm going to walk you through it again. So say you're right here, you're pressing F8, F8, F8 is not working. It's because you have a function button. Okay? So press function, F8, and then that will bring it up. Or, for the rest of us, normal ones, just press F8. Okay? We're going to try something new and see if it works. Press C, go to centered. It should go to centered. Did it? Press enter.
Yes,
Mine didn't take it to a new line like yours.
It doesn't?
I took me to a completely new page, so.
Were you at the end of the sentence?
You have to be at the end of the sentence. You have to be at the same place.
I was exactly where you were.
Really?
And it didn't,
It just took you to the center of the page.
no, it,
Hang on.
Like, literally just moved it on to one little kid.
I don't know what it did. It didn't go to.
Okay, do F8. C. Enter. The teacher comes around, then it works, huh?
Of course, of course.
Holla. All right. Did it work for everyone? Did it work? Everybody has it? Everybody has this little thing right here? Okay. Now press N.
And,
Takes you out of hyperkeys.
right.
And then do the parentheses. And we're just going to write something silly. It doesn't have anything to do with anything, okay? So I'm going to write whereupon
I'm curious.
Ron walked in. And close parentheses. Okay? Do you guys have that? Okay.
Look at that period.
You don't want a period. Because it's really inside of a parentheses, so it really doesn't matter. To me, I think it makes it look a little bit crazier when you do the period inside. Because this is already like, to me, it's almost like a period. The parentheses is almost like a period. That's the end of it. Okay? So I think it makes it look a little bit sillier. You can do it however you want. You want to put the period in there? I don't care. Whatever. But don't take my class again if you ever put that period in. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay. So how do we get into hyperkeys?
Control N.
Huh?
I just guessed. Control N.
It's Z.
Good.
B, yeah.
Alt,
Alt Z.
Alt Z gets you into hyperkeys. Okay? You're in hyperkeys. Now you want to mark it. What's mark?
M.
M.
Oh,
M.
you just keep pressing it.
Just keep pressing it till it goes to the end. Okay?
You forgot your things.
I'm sorry?
You need it one more time.
One more than that.
Okay. Thank you. My trusty assistant helped out. Okay? So now you want to go Alt W, blocks, open, and we're going to do run.
Yes.
Hey, you teaching this class? You're going to do run. This is where we are. Everyone who's following directions, this is where we are. Okay? So you press enter because you want to name this thing run. Okay? Press enter. It tells you that the file does not exist. Well, we know that. Okay? We're creating the file. Press enter again. It's going to tell you this file does not exist. We know that. So really what it does is it gives you two chances not to mess something up. Is really what it's doing. It's asking you, are you sure you want to create, because what it's going to do is create this file, which is exactly what it's telling you. Yes, I want to create this file, so press it again. Okay?
Oh wow, mine did it 3 times.
Huh?
Mine did it 3 times.
And it may do it 2, 3, I mean, it just all depends, okay? So now we're here, we've already created that file, all right? So now what you want to do, Control D,
D.
brings you here. Okay? So now you want to do Ron, space bar, Ron.
Oh.
Stay with me.
Where?
Don't try to teach a class. Huh? All right?
Okay, wait. Ron.
What happened?
Now, I've got a question, but I was gonna wait till Chelsea finished her thought.
Okay. Did you finish your thought?
Yeah, I got it.
All right.
If we did Ron and then pressed next stroke and then did Ron instead of the space bar, would it be the same thing?
I think so. And we can try it. I don't really do it that way, but let me see. Control D, RON, next stroke. Yeah. It just does the same thing. But I mean, you have to arrow over, blah, blah, blah. It's just easier if you do it, but yes, you can do it that way. So if you don't know and you forget what the stroke is for getting you on the next line for the next stroke, then just push next stroke. New stroke, next stroke, whatever. Okay? So now you've done Ron, Ron. Now you want to press OK. Brings you to this prompt for defining something. Okay? Remember, you want to come to special entries. Okay? So open special entries. Go A, brings you to answer. A again, brings you to auto include. Okay? That's the one you want. Press enter. Brings you here. Now you do R,
Okay.
and it brings up your run file.
Okay, after you did auto include, what did you
There you-
just pressed auto include, enter at auto include?
Let me walk through it again. Okay? Walk through it with me, guys. I'm trying to go slow here. Okay? Just walk through it with me. Okay? Control D brings you here. Now you're at Ron, space bar, Ron. So now you're here. Press OK, brings you here. All right? Everybody here?
Yes.
All right. Come to special entries. And if you don't want to do it, it already tells you what it is. So whatever you want to do, if you want to define it as an answer, if you want to define it as a centered, it's already telling you right here which one to push. Okay? So do A, because you know it's auto include, but it brings you to answer. So it's going to bring you to the first one that starts with that letter. You don't want an answer. You want auto include. So now you're here at auto include. Everybody here?
Yes.
Press enter. Brings you here to your auto include files. Okay? Now it gives you a prompt right here. You should have a prompt right there. What do you want to do? R, O, because you know it's Ron. So RO brings up the Ron file. Okay? Select the file, highlight it, put it in there. Open.
Okay, you did RO. No, well, see, I'm not getting what you're getting.
Okay.
Hers isn't coming up. When she puts RO, the file's not coming up.
Then you didn't define it right.
Well,
Okay.
yeah.
Sure. Okay, hang on. For the rest of us, you have it right here. It asks you if you want to put it in your main dictionary. Yes, you do. Not right now, you don't. Because you don't want this in there. I'm just showing you how to do it. Press enter, puts it in there. So now it's going to be in there all the time. Okay?
Got it.
So do we need to delete that Ron?
Yeah. So go into your block files. How do you go in there?
Oh, W.
R-O? Nothing? Okay. Well, you didn't. You must not have created it. Where's?
Oh, God.
Okay, come right here again. That little prompt. Get out of that. Come to after following. After, yeah. And do F8. Center, C. Enter. And then type it in again. Work on. Well, you know what? You don't need to do that again. Let's just say that you already did it. Because you
Okay.
have it right here. So get out of that. So put your prompt there. Yeah. Mark it, over, more. All right. Now you're gonna do Alt W. Blocks, open. Type in Ron. Enter. File doesn't exist, okay. We know it doesn't, we know it doesn't. Now it exists. Get out of that.
And
Now you're gonna do Control D. RON.
Okay, so we're gonna do it on the key.
No, just type it in. RON.
Capital R-O-N?
No, just RON. Space bar. RON. Okay. Enter. Now it brings you there. Come to your special entry.
Yeah, special entry.
Bring it down. A. Enter. Now type in RO. There it is.
Okay, cool.
Everybody got it?
It says this file doesn't exist.
Hmm?
This file doesn't exist.
Get out of there. What file doesn't exist?
R-O.
RO doesn't exist. You needed to select RON. Get out. Press, no. Now do RON. Just space back up there and do RO. Brings it up. Now highlight. Yeah.
So.
Then, there it is.
So.
But don't, yeah, you can press enter. I mean, you can press OK. So that brings it in there. That automatically puts the RON file in there. It's going to put it in your main dictionary, and that's how you do it. Don't do it, though,
Okay.
because then it's going to be in your file. Okay? Y'all got that?
Why is that Alt W not working?
Now our Alt W is not working at all.
Because you have to highlight something. It has to be highlighted by
Oh,
something.
it's so easy when you know.
So you have to highlight something, then press Alt W.
I feel stupid.
So we wanted to go delete that file.
I'll be sure and let
Something else.
Stenograph know. What's that?
So if we want to go delete Ron right now, we have to highlight something?
No. You do Alt E. Alt E opens a file.
Okay.
Go into your block files,
It works either way.
open, huh?
It works either way.
Alt W,
If you highlight something,
Yeah.
and you do Alt W, you can go down to the wrong file and just delete it. It
Yeah.
works either way.
yeah.
Oh, but it's
Okay.
Alt E if you don't have.
So do RO, really what you need to do is you need to come in here, highlight the RON file, right click it, and then tell it that you want to delete it. You want to delete the RON file.
It didn't even ask me if yes or no. I just deleted it. I was like,
Huh?
oh, I hope I pressed the right one.
Then it may not have deleted it. You need to go back in there and make sure. Go
So,
Alt E,
E.
blocks, RO. Is it still in there?
Okay, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's gone.
All right.
Okay, hold up. Alt E. I click on blocks.
Yeah.
And it tells me hold on, that it doesn't exist.
What doesn't
It
exist?
did that to me.
The block
I
file.
just said no.
The block files don't exist?
That's what it says.
You deleted all the block files?
No.
Get out of there. Get out of that. Well, get over here. Give me something. Alt E. There's your block file right there.
Mine goes up here.
Okay. That your log files doesn't exist?
One. Yeah, that's what mine says. Yeah.
See, but they're all right there. So if you click no, it should stay organized.
Why is that
So you
coming
don't-
up in the
I
file?
was
name
asking
then?
if you want to create a file. You didn't want to create another file. You just want to give it to the log files. Or you already
Yeah, I do.
deleted it.
But if it says it doesn't exist, should I open one and see if it
What didn't exist?
does something? Oh, okay, yeah.
You can.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
You got it? Did you get it to come up?
Yeah, you just gotta tell it now or what?
Yeah. Yeah. Because you're in the auto includes, so that's why it's kind of, you know, if it's doing something crazy, that's probably why, because you're in the auto include thing or whatever, so. But when you're in your regular dictionary, it should come up. So that's how you create a file. Do we have that? You want to create another one?
No.
You got it? Are y'all sure?
Yeah.
You're sure?
Yes.
All right. So that's how you create a file. Okay, let's come into auto replacements. So exit out of auto includes, go into auto replacements,
Okay.
the one down further.
It's not showing anything in my lesson player now.
Huh? What's not?
Click on lessons.
Okay, we're gonna go off right here, guys, and then we'll come back on.